Here are suspicions and the creation of theories about the Bilderberg Group. If the Bilderberg Group really is a front for the New World Order, what might they be involved in? Well, one theory is about population control. The idea is that the group wants to reduce the global population to make it easier to oversee and control. Keeping the population in check means fewer problems, and apart from fewer resources being consumed, it would also make it much easier for the elite to maintain their power. Makes sense, right? According to this theory, the Bilderberg Group at its meetings discusses and plans various methods of population control, such as promoting wars, spreading diseases, and supporting policies that lead to lower birth rates. When you dig a little deeper into this topic, everything becomes rather suspicious. Much of it stems from fear-mongering and politicization. You know, the elites support birth control programs because they are some evil cabal that wants to rule the world. Alright, feel free to contradict me in the comments, but I am skeptical of everything, including blindly believing every conspiracy theory I read online. Although the names of the Bilderberg Group members are technically available to the public, the group itself does not publish them. So any information found online about the membership list is highly questionable. But here's what I found. The meetings are usually attended by between 120 and 150 carefully selected individuals. 1/3 of them are political leaders, and the rest are experts in industry, finance, and academia, mostly from Europe and North America. This is a small group of people with enormous amounts of money and a tremendous influence on society. Members over the years have included Spanish King Juan Carlos I, former Dutch Queen Beatrix, banker and industrialist Marcus Wallenberg Jr., and the new leader of the group, Annakat Dennis Gijil, boy in slat of the Ocean Cleanup Project, Dutch King Willem Alexander Q Tayanaki, the Chinese ambassador to the US, Chris Liddell from the Trump administration, Henry Kissinger, and many, many others. The new leader of the Bilderberg Group, Annakat Dennis Gijil, is changing his strategy and investing in new smart cities, agriculture, huge funds from the Bilderberg Group funds in Cambodia, China, Brazil, and Papua New Guinea. Now, the pharmaceutical industry. This is an area I personally find very suspicious. If I wanted to take over the world, I would probably look for a way to get into the pharmaceutical industry. And that's exactly what some conspiracy theorists think the Bilderberg Group has done. Does the group have its fingers in pharmaceuticals to serve its own interests? Well, even if there isn't some dark cabal controlling everything, I do think strange things are happening there. At the top, there are people who profit enormously from Big Pharma. And the idea that they meet to discuss and strategize on how to make even more money while keeping people sick is not really that far-fetched. To be clear, I'm not saying I don't believe in medicine. If you've had diarrhea for weeks, go to the doctor. Don't think that stones or crystals or any of that nonsense will help your explosive stomach. Of course, prescribed medications have their place and make many people's lives easier, but things can go too far. Do I think Western medicine is too quick to hand out pills instead of finding the real cause of a problem? Yes, in most cases. And I think there's a very good reason for this. It all comes down to money, as is so often the case. Another possible topic of these meetings is the media, and therefore mind control through crisis creation. Many critics of the group believe that the meetings are actually held to discuss ways of deliberately creating or amplifying crises, such as economic recessions, geopolitical tensions, and social unrest, to keep the masses occupied and to further the agendas of the global elite. It is believed that once a crisis is created, the group uses the media to its advantage, releasing false or exaggerated narratives that throw the public into a panic and shape their opinions in ways that benefit the group, while at the same time distracting them from what is really happening behind the scenes.